Sonic R-echarged, which I'll be referring to as Recharged from now on, is a new project headed by the Roblox user Rascally_Rosie that goes out of its way to remake the entirety of Sonic R on Roblox. The project makes the essence of Sonic R readily acceptable to anyone willing to try it, capturing the charm of the old Traveler's Tales game and giving it a fresh coat of paint, along with a completely revamped control system. As a sort of celebration for the game's release, I have taken it upon myself to rank every single playable character in the project. And as you'd expect, it's very similar to the source material. I'll be going from the characters I think are the least viable to ones I think are the most viable, and then I'll show you my finished tier list at the end. As an extra nod to the game, I've also created a metal doppelganger of myself to help with the project. Now, let me just get rid of that. I don't need that. Get that out of here. Aha! There we go. This little guy's going to be giving you the stats of every character, as well as giving you my reasoning for where I put them where they are. Now, let me just get them on real quick.
What, huh? Oh, right. I nearly forgot my programming for a second there.
What do you mean you forgot You're a robot! How do you forget?
Oh, be quiet, mortal creator. It was a simple joke that you don't have the IQ to handle.
It's only been 5 seconds, and I already hate this guy.
Hatred of me aside, I am ready and willing to assist in the creation of this list. So, let's begin, shall we?
Crap, I forgot we gotta talk about these guys. Alright, Metal. Roll the stats.
Egg Robo. Stats: good speed, average acceleration, good handling. Egg Robo is just a worse version of Eggman all around. Your only ability is to shoot the homing missile, which only stops anyone it hits for half a second like a wall bounce, and to go across water if you're fast enough, which any other metal character can do. At least Eggman has the ability to stand on the water casually, which is needed due to his slower speed. Speaking of which, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman. Stats: average speed, great acceleration, good handling. Eggman, despite being a bit better than his robotic counterpart, is still not a great character. He suffers from the same issues that Robo does in being too slow and the homing missile not being a great replacement for jumping. Eggman and Egg Robo are permanently stuck to being low tier unless they get some sort of buff. Amy Rose. Stats: poor speed, great acceleration, great handling. Amy initially seems to be worse than most characters in the game. However, she has one ability that counteracts her normally slow speed: turbo boosting. The boost Amy gets makes her faster than any other character for a short time, making her able to catch up with the rest of the cast. You need to time these boosts to get the most out of them. However, she doesn't have this boost nearly enough to catch up with the top runners frequently and will often fall behind. In the hands of a very skilled player, she might have potential, but Amy will generally be a low-tier character compared to your other options. Miles Tails Prower. Stats: average speed, great acceleration, great handling. Tails is an amazing character for new players due to his tighter turns and more manageable speed. His flight is a very good ability for making some skips in certain maps, though these can usually be done by other characters even better. Still, the little fox can easily keep even Sonic and Knuckles on their toes if played well enough. Tails Doll. Stats: average speed, below average acceleration, below average handling. While this doll may seem like it's not that great at first, there are a few key traits that, in my opinion, put the plush above the real deal. Firstly, Tails Doll can float above water, which can make water skips viable. Secondly, Tails Doll's ability lets him hover just above the ground and allows him to jump, unlike Robo and Eggman. Finally, Tails Doll is able to do some skips on certain maps that make him much faster than any other character mentioned so far. However, these next characters can do anything the little guy can do, but better. Knuckles. Stats: good speed, good acceleration, average handling. Knuckles is an amazing character and would absolutely be top 3 if his metal counterpart wasn't practically a direct upgrade. Still, the glide that Knuckles has access to gives him the opportunity to perform a heaping helping of the available skips in the game. His speed is nothing to sneeze at either, only being rivaled by the Blue Blur himself. Metal Knuckles. Stats: good speed, good acceleration, below average handling. As mentioned before, Metal Knuckles is a direct upgrade to Knuckles. Not only does he keep the absolutely busted glide ability, but now he is slightly faster and is now able to travel above water. His handling suffers a bit, but if you are experienced at the game, this will not be any issue for you. It's a shame that he's one of the last characters to unlock if you play the game as intended. Sonic. Stats: great speed, poor acceleration, poor handling. Sonic is the quintessential character for most maps, being the fastest in the game, minus a certain case we'll get to later, and having access to the spin dash like Tails and Knuckles. Unlike for them though, Sonic makes much more use of the ability by being able to quickly stop and readjust himself. On maps with little water, he is the superior pick. Metal Sonic. Stats: great speed, poor acceleration, poor handling. Metal Sonic is just as fast as his fleshy counterpart, and with better handling to boot. You don't get access to the double jump anymore, but his jump is much higher to remedy this, along with being able to float across water at high speeds. He's even able to take advantage of map-specific skips, making him the superior pick if you know the water skips of any stage. If you don't though, I recommend just sticking to Sonic. Supersonic. Stats: outstanding speed, very poor acceleration, very poor handling. Supersonic is basically just a cheat character, which is likely why he's VIP server exclusive. If you've gotten all the emeralds, you'll be able to witness his blistering fast speeds that will make any metal character cry. While he sucks at turning even more than Sonic, that matters little when your speed will practically bounce you off any wall and get you back in no time. This isn't even acknowledging that he can also go across water when he's fast enough, meaning he can do water-specific skips that only certain characters can. Everything in the game loses to this guy, and it's not even close. With all of the stats out of the way, my orders are complete. I will now shut down for power saving mode.
Thanks, Metal Me. Holy crap, I'm never booting that guy up again. That guy was annoying. Anyway, with all that out of the way, I think I can show you guys the final list. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That's how I feel about every single character in Sonic Recharged. Now, I will say Metal Sonic and Sonic could possibly be interchangeable depending on your skill level, but in my opinion, I do think Metal Sonic is the superior pick on most of the stages. If you disagree, honestly with any of my picks, you can go ahead and leave a comment about that, explaining your reasons why. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this, and I think it turned out pretty good.